she said. She said, say less. Say less. 'Cause you already got me, baby. Say less. Say less. Talking so much, slowing us down. Say less.
I'm a gentleman, baby, and a dog with a bite. I just wanna nibble on your night. So sentimental when I step in the middle. When I do a little dance till it turns daylight. So jump, in a moment. Margella got me feeling iconic. And if you can't groove, she don't want it. Great sex, say less.
She said, baby, what you talking about? Let's do something else with that. That's what she said. She said, say less. Say less. 'Cause you already got me, baby. Say less. Say less. Talking so much, slowing us down. Say less. Say less.
Stop the room when you walking. You let your hips do the talking. You leaving me no options. Say less, say less. Stop the room when you walking. You let your hips do the talking. You leaving me with no options. Say less, say less, say less.
We're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River. We've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. They'll run with a second-round pick from April's draft. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Open man is Mingo, complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So a pretty nice throw right there from the rookie. And this, of course, is game number 2 of his NFL career. His guys did not get the win, Charles, in the opener. But what did you see from him last week?
Well, I think all things considered, he played pretty well, and I don't think I'd pin the loss on him. But there's no question, this is a learning process, and that was step 1. And he's hooked.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Eagles. On the move past the 40. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Great.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. A nice opening right away as he'll maneuver his way up to the 32-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Hurts. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. The Eagles had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener, and they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles Eagles take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
You look at this Eagle defense.
And they come into top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Now it's Smith.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They'll get 34 yards there.
First down, Cowboys.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now a 2nd and 10.
A shotgun snap for Smith.
That is caught by Lamb.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
CeeDee Lamb.
27 yards.
And the Cowboys are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Here's Hurts to throw.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Trayvon Diggs.
And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Okay, partner, No surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Now Gordon on first down. And a solid run down inside the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
These two teams all tied after one.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Running right, it's a handoff to Gordon. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
This is 2nd and 8.
Out of the gun, Smith. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
CeeDee Lamb.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And that makes the score 14-7.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
Throwing is Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
A first down carry for Barkley. A beautiful fake. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
That's another Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Again, it's Barkley. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because
and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, But I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Here's a give up the middle. It's Gordon. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Kenyon Barner.
His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And it's now 21-7.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 43.
He'll throw from the gun. Trying to find Barkley on the out route, and he's got him.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They'll look to throw again. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. Dances by him. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
They'll drop to throw. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley. His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Eagles are back within a score. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Elliott good with a PAT, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Morrison. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield.
And it'll be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They're going to look to throw. It's caught inside the 25. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They give them a gain of 38. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
He'll drop to throw. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Here's 3rd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Goddard, the tight end.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
A.J. Brown
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Eagles have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
And Brandon, how many times have we talked with these rookies out there, and then we finally hear from them that the game slowed down and they're able to handle things? Not so far for this rookie, because right now, back-to-back drives, they picked him off. Not college football anymore. He's got to find a way to handle what these defenses throw at him.
Oh, he's going to look downfield for Barkley. And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. They'll look to throw here. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And he fires one, but incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. By that time, it looked like he essentially just ran right into the pass rush.
Yeah, partner, I'm not much of an outdoorsman, but the fish jumped right into the net, didn't he? Because you've got to make sure that you're deep enough that you can get around the defensive end, have an angle there. But he couldn't do it because he actually cut that one off. Really nice play coming off the edge.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 66 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They'll run it again with Barkley. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
They go play action with Hurts. Delivering a pass here to Evans on the out route.
And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 41 yards.
You get a rookie tight end who can run like this. It just gives this offense a different dimension than they've had. It's going to be fun to watch his development and how this offense expands as this season moves along.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Barkley will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown. Oh, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Elliott good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
2nd down and 6 now.
Here's Smith.
A short one there, taken in by Ferguson.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. They'll try the right side this time here with Gordon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. To throw is Smith. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush.
This rookie was already being tested as he tries to lead a comeback here in the second half. Now he's got to get some momentum back after that sack and a big loss.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
They've got his man complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
It's Nakobe Dean with a pick, and the Eagles are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 7. Motion left, Smith. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one, it may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Hurts.
And that is incomplete.
Just because you've got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Aubrey now for the point after.
And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away.
On the return is Henderson. Now a hit and a loose football.
And it looks like the defense has got it.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy. because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Barkley, inside handoff. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
91 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 35. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Looking to throw.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
That is caught.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 19.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. Oh, he left this one out to the right. That's a bad miss. No good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Smith. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
Smith's going to throw it.
He finds his man, complete. It's Morrison.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Smith to throw.
Throwing left side, it's complete. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even. Into overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
The conditions only going to get worse as we get back to football here to start this overtime. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A handoff, Barkley running left. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense, diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive.
Here's Hurts to throw.
They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. The Eagles send out their punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Oh, and it's intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Both offenses sputtering a little bit here in overtime, Charles, but give credit to the defenses and certainly credit to them on that last play. That is a huge interception.
I will absolutely do that. They deserve the credit because they forced a punt on the opening drive of overtime. You know no one wants to give up the ball in OT. And now you have them back out there knowing that it only takes a field goal to win this game. Big-time defensive plays being made.
Saquon Barkley running right.
Marquise Bell in on that stop.
But they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
112 yards rushing for him now as he was just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. A handoff to Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Now Saquon Barkley. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 13-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. That's their second and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back.
3rd and 2.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
A lot more was on the line in this one than just defending your home field, CD. They defend their home field against a division rival and get the victory, so this one feels a little extra special.
It has to, right? There's always just a little more emphasis on games like this. Everyone talks about playing each game the exact same way, but you and I both know that is not true. Division rivals, you want to take care of business not just at home, but against a team that you really don't like very much, too.
So for Philadelphia, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, They'll drop to 0-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
I said, okay, okay, loser. We go way, way back. I won't say, okay, boomer. Sweet, I brush my teeth, but still my tooth hurt. You cannot come to the cookout. Get your hand up out the cooler. She was in my seat. I had to scoot her. She was at her knees. I had to boot her. She just let the team like we ain't knew her. She just let the team like, okay, loser. Yeah, okay, loser. I ain't on my lonesome. They want me to lonesome. Made a fortune, they can't let that go none. I'm doing so much, that costs a shoulder. I don't blow it all on a VVS boulder. I put the burst in the Achi. I put the girl in the top teeth. Rock on my hand, make the rock wanna flop to the stands, cause my eye always watching. I said, okay, okay, loser. We go way, way back, I won't say okay, boomer. Sweet, I brush my teeth, but